Hello, North Andover. It's Friday night in the afternoon. It's Friday, October 18th. It's a 4 o'clock start here today. Unusual with the weather. It's great to be able to take care of this fall weather and enjoy it here today. We're playing Dracut. And my name is Ray Ahern. I'd like to introduce my broadcast partner, Neil Crehan. Neil?
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for having me on the show, or the broadcast. Look forward to the game.
So the co-captains of North Andover are heading to the center of the field with the officials, and here come the Dracut captains. We're about to have a game. We're brought to you by North Andover Cable Access, North Andover CAM, Cable Access Media. With me today, producing, directing, running the whole show is Bill Robert. And we got an entire crew, even with extras. People on the roof. Sam Murray is up there. Jake is going to do some broadcasting. Jake is a local podcast legend here. His father played for North Andover. Back in the day when they had the leather helmets, they used to paint them with paintbrushes between games. But they had some great teams in those days. And people are ready to play. The Knights are on the field.
So it looks like North Andover has won the toss and deferred to receive in the second half. So they will start off on defense.
Well, defense is the issue. It's the strength of the team. Usually when they're winning, they have a great defense. And in high school, that's it. You always have a good athlete who can run the ball or throw the ball, but you have to have coordinated team effort to play defense. Bend but don't break, I guess they would say. Well, we're here on the field. Last year they put in a new turf field here, and this year we have a brand new scoreboard. We have some legendary announcers on the PA system. So we're ready to play.
Number 14, Colin Arsenault with the deep kick. North Andover catches it, slips. They'll take over on what looks like just short of the 30-yard line.
Good field position to start. You don't want to start at the 20. 30's good.
It'll be interesting before the lights turn on and the sun will be setting. Potential scenario where you could see the ball being hung up in the light. We'll see how that plays out.
Yes, this angle at this time of day presents some glowing issues. Radulski hands off, tackled almost immediately. That was Freddie Gavin. Fred Gavin, a captain. Gavin with the ball.
Toss right. not much there for him.
Two unblocked tacklers expecting him.
First two plays lined up in I formation with tight end and a split end. Moving the wing. It'll be interesting what they come out with on 3rd and 8. Slot right, slot left as well. 4 wide, shotgun formation.
Radulski hands off.
Jet action on the motion.
Gavin
And
making it. Gavin did that all on his own, didn't he?
I think that was
Is that Brutus?
that was Brutus on the
Oh, that was
on the
outstanding,
sweep.
whoever it was.
good effort there. Broke about
It's
3 or 4 tackles and able to get over 10 yards for the first down.
difficult to see the numbers with the fluorescing off the field here. Brutus is a transfer in this year.
North Andover back to I formation, 2 tight ends. ISO, able to get some good blocks, carried out for over about 5 yards on the play.
So second down coming, close to midfield. 48 is the spot. Radulski with the I formation again. Wide to the near side here. Handoff in the middle, breaks outside.
And that was
Freddie Gavin.
Freddie Gavin again.
Peter Radulski. Schimler is out with some injury to his left knee. May play in a week or two. But Radulski getting his chance here, an experienced varsity player. Gavin tackled by Santiago and Silva.
Freddie Gavin already with 5 carries on this drive.
Yes, yeah, he is. He played as a sophomore. He contributed right away. You could tell he was undersized, but he had exceptional speed.
Fake toss to Gavin. And an underneath handoff.
Ball inside, yes, under.
That was from the wingback coming from the inside. What number was that?
I'm not sure, actually. I didn't get his number. But he looked like he was lined up in the slot and just came inside.
Yeah, was that 22? No, that's tight end.
No.
Fake play action.
Oh,
Oh,
he had the tight end out there. Was covered by the safety and the cornerback.
yep. Max Wolfgang, deep play, overthrown.
Max is the big, tall tight end. Good to have him.
That's what happens when you get a good running back. You can open up with play action after establishing a good running game.
I think Radulski just decided to throw that away rather than take a chance, which was a good move. Chico is the captain. He's out wide this side. Ball comes inside. Radulski over here with the coach. Line coach out here on the edge talking to the players. Sebastian Vente coming out. pressed by Brutus, I think. Coach Dobzinski, the young head coach. Father was coach. Uncle coach in the MIAA Hall of Fame.
Looks like a missed snap, flag down on the play.
Yeah.
It'll be tough to continue the drive now, bring it back to
Yes.
3rd and
15 maybe.
15. Shotgun formation, 4 wide.
Brodowski looks like he's finds a receiver.
He bobbles it.
Oh, beautiful. Looking for the pylon.
And able to
And
score.
he's in.
Quite the catch there.
Yes. That ball was tipped and then spinning, actually spinning. Pulls it out of the air in mid-rotation.
And that was number 22. Yep, Jake Walensky. It looked like the ball got tipped, bounced off his shoulder pads, and then he was able to make the acrobatic catch on the way down and have the awareness to landing sprint to the end zone.
DeSalvo ready to kick the extra point, and it is no good. There were some very strong wind gusts earlier. Wind is a factor. It's not that strong at the moment, but. So North Andover opens up with the first score against Dracut here today. It's now 6-0. Extra point was a kick and by De Silva and not successful. DeSalvo. Seth DeSalvo's a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Dracut coming out onto the field. The return team, 2 men deep. So we have number 1 and who's on the far side there?
It looks like number 8, Kyle Silva, and number 1, Patrick O'Toole deep.
Yeah, Silva.
Very deep kick.
Beautiful.
Through the end zone for the touchback.
Well, that was excellent. There is a breeze, but that was still an excellent kick. Sean Nichols, a co-captain, plays cornerback. Usually gets the tough receiver. He's encouraging. He's fist pumping already to the rest of his defensive team. This is an important moment, of course.
So he's lined up on the outside at number 13, Dominic Silvestro.
Yes. Yeah.
Dive up the middle.
Short gain, maybe 2. 2nd and 2. There's 6:46 remaining, the opening quarter.
That was a long drive by North Andover. That was an excellent first drive for them. They will convert on 3rd and 8 and then 3rd and 14 on the score. See how Dracut responds. Throw deep post to number 1, Patrick O'Toole. Incomplete. Puts them in 3rd and 8. And in a situation to go 3 and out after being on defense for the first 5 minutes of the game.
Hello everyone, this is Jake Bowman here. Oh, almost intercepted by
Sean Nichols.
Sean Nichols. That was a high throw.
Looks like it might have got caught up in the wind there, but what I'm noticing first thing in this game is that North Andover has an opportunity to hold on to the ball for pretty much the entire quarter if they can put together another good drive here.
Right, yeah.
Dracut with the punt. Rolls out to the
45.
Andover 45 with good field position.
It's a good place to start for the Knights. Not in their own territory, which is a good thing.
Lining up in I formation, the wing back off tight end on near side of the field. Toss to number five, Freddie Gavin.
That was number 3, Ricky Brutus.
So Ricky Brutus looks like he's lined up as slot receiver, and then he's also lined up as the I back when Gavin takes a break.
Yep. Tried to get through the hole, but got taken down by the Dracut players.
Fake toss right, underneath handoff to
Down at the 30. Tried to spin out of that one.
So with 3rd and 5 here, ball on the 30-yard line. Most likely in a situation where you're in 4 down territory, so got 2 plays to try to pick up the first down. And they go right off the guard to the fullback.
Was that Mike Defo? Yeah.
Yeah. Strong carry. He's able to carry a defender forward while losing his helmet for at least 5 yards there.
The Knights are taking it 1 yard at a time. From the 45, 40, 30, 35.
Yeah, even on the first drive, it was a lot of small pieces and then just 2 big plays to hold on to the 3rd downs.
Small plays are always the big ones. That was Ricky Brutus again.
Yep, for another 3 yards. Dracut's defense got to be getting tired. They've only had 3 offensive plays this game. Time of possession heavily in favor of North Andover's offense.
Yeah, the Knights keep pushing the Dracut defense back. Oh,
toss right.
Handoff, Ricky Brutus. Down at the 20-yard line. Tried to jump there. Brings them to the 15-yard line.
Yep. Mike Defoe to bring it to 4th and 1. Looks like it even might be less than 1 yard. Now they're lining up in power I. Up the middle.
Hand off Ricky Brutus.
He might have got, it looks like it'll depend on where they mark it.
Yeah.
He might have just got just enough, so they'll bring out the chains for the 4th down.
That looked very close to getting the first down, but it is not.
So that'll, ball will be at the 15. Or with 14-yard line. And that's a first down.
Here we go, Knights first down.
So now North Andover is converted on a 3rd and 8, a 3rd and 14, and a 4th and 1. Good job by the offensive line controlling the line of scrimmage. Bringing their offense to over now 101 yards on offense. And able to take up a good amount of time with 1:40 in the first quarter.
I think if they keep going with these short plays, we'll be able to. Oh, and Dracut player gets a hand on it. Takes it right out of the hand of the quarterback, which is number 18, Peter Radotsky. Is that number 18?
Yep. Yeah, I think they've been heavily relying on the running game, but through that, it's opened up the opportunity to throw that touchdown pass on their first drive.
You're watching Friday Night Football, Channel 99. You can watch this, and Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 28. You can also watch it on our YouTube channel, or go to northandovercam.org.
Ricky Brutus in the eye, toss to the right, sprints to the sideline, brings it within the 10-yard line.
Ricky Brutus is getting the ball a lot.
Yeah, he sure is. Freddie Gavin had mostly carries on that first drive, but Ricky Brutus is able to do a lot of different things for them in the I formation and also play in the slot.
The short running plays are really going in favor of the Knights. Third down. And Dracut players are coming back out onto the field. And touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Ricky Brutus up the middle and a spin move around the 4-yard line to get past the Dracut defense for the score.
That was Ricky Brutus. Who got the touchdown?
I think that was, yeah. Impressive first quarter by the Andover offense.
Just need to make the kick now.
Dracut with a timeout on the extra point.
I don't think we had our regular kicker lined up to kick that. Number 8 instead of 31 was the kicker. So perhaps that's why Dracut called the timeout.
Ah.
So we don't have a number 8, but
So it looks like North Andover didn't line up with their traditional kicker. Might have been the reason Dracut took the timeout with the potential to go for 2 rather than only go for 1.
Oh,
So the second time they line up
and
in I formation and toss to the left.
that's another touchdown. Scarlet Knights 14.
Or no, the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion,
yeah, that's
okay.
right. No, that last play by Brutus was a score. So they were able to go for 2 and bring it to 14-0.
Good job by the Knights. 14-0 already.
I think there's only been 3 passing plays. The running plays have been a mix of Mike DeFino with a lot of up middle plays for them, and Freddie Gavin up the middle, and Ricky Brutus on the inside and the outside. Really impressive in terms of being able to run the ball on the left side and the right side in a lot of different ways with a lot of different players. Credit to the offensive line. And another great kick on the kickoff for North Andover, resulting in a touchback.
They'll bring it to the 20. Dracut will start off at the 20.
Number 2, J.C. Santiago, lined up in the shotgun with 4 wide. 2 receivers on both sides. Draw play to number 24.
Oh. Taken down at the 20.
That was a big hit by number 22, Jake Walensky. It looked like he had a crease there and an opportunity to take it to the outside, but Walensky closed quickly. Now lined up with trips on the short side of the field. Shotgun formation. And a split end, Patrick O'Toole on the far side. Looks like Dracut is going to let the clock run out rather than getting another play in for the first quarter.
Good start for the Knights.
14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Really the result of great running and blocking. North Andover was able to put together a 72-yard touchdown drive, followed up by a 46-yard touchdown drive, and was able to convert on multiple third downs and including a 4th down. So good start for the Scarlet Knights. Welcome back, Ray.
It's an exciting game. It's more exciting by the fact that I'm potted down, I guess.
What were your impressions of the first quarter?
Well, I thought North Andover really controlled the ball, as you said. And you also commented on the line play, and they seemed to, this offensive line had some new personnel, of course, at the beginning. And the offensive line play has dramatically improved since the beginning of the year. They had a couple of returning starters. Some new people are now performing very well. And the offense, North Andover hasn't showed that little inside handoff much at all, I don't think, in the past, even in previous years. So that's a wrinkle. They would typically, if they wanted to run a basic offense, they'd run the Navy offense with a lot of motion.
Yeah, it looks like they have a guy in the slot. They'll fake toss it to the I back and then have an underneath handoff. I believe it's called a Sally running play.
Okay.
So it's a fake toss, and you call a Sally at 7, which would be right off the opposite guard of where you're faking the toss from. It's a good, it's good action. And then Mike DeFino was also able to get a lot of good gives and dives as well. He was, I was looking at that roster, 6 foot, 240 pounds, DeFino. No wonder he was able to consistently get him 3 or 4, 5 yards on those plays. Dracut lined up in the shotgun formation, going for it on 4th down, running a quarterback draw. And they are not able to get it on 4th and 3. They were only able to get a couple yards. And now North Andover ball.
So North Andover takes over 1 minute into the quarter here.
And they're going to be in even better field position. So on the first drive, they got the ball on their own 28-yard line. The last drive, they got it on the 46-yard line going in for against Dracut. And now they're getting it at the 29.
Mike Defoe is he's quite a physical specimen, quite a stud. Plays some fullback, some defensive tackle, and he was an important player last year. Come up with key tackles when you needed them. Podolski pitches. Not much of a gain.
And it looks like we just missed was there? Must have been a penalty before that, bringing them back to now 2nd and
exactly. I missed that. Those 5 yards disappeared somehow.
Yeah, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I thought the original spot was the 30.
Right.
I guess it is. It's still the 29, 30.
North Andover lined up I formation, slot right. Looks like an ISO to Freddie Gavin.
Dracut had a
Not
lot
much
of
there.
personnel on that play.
Yeah, it's it looks like they're getting more aggressive in terms of getting immediately after the run here. Lining up in a 4-4 with a strong safety right off the tight end close to the ball.
Radulski
has
a
a
receiver
open.
Oh my, and it went off his hand. Close to the sideline. Receiver looking into the sun, trying to catch that ball. Not directly into the sun, but in terms of trying to bring it in, he had it go across his face with the sun glistening right on the ball. So I thought he had it all the way. He thought he had it all the way.
Good pass by the quarterback.
Yeah, Peter Radulski. That was He has a very short, almost like, you can't say shot put delivery because that's not what it is, but
It's a Peyton Manning type release.
yes.
That's what he looks like out there with the number 18.
You think he got to pick his number? Here he is again, throwing
great
wide
pass,
open.
unbelievable.
Beautiful pass.
They had they faked the action on the motion, and then on an outside release, number 88,
Hit him right in
Max
stride.
Wolfgang.
Yeah, Max is tall. I was on the field. It says 6'4". He's at least 6'4". I'd say he's the tallest player on the field today. And that was perfect. Hit him right in stride.
Yeah, it looks like they're really starting to now, on this drive, open up their offense, now putting Wolfgang
Yes.
on the wide side of the field. Looks like he has one-on-one coverage.
Wolfgang, until now, has been the tight end. The tight end. This is the first time he's played that I remember him playing as a wide receiver.
Yeah, it looks like he's lining up a little bit at the different positions, which is
Yes, yeah. Move him around.
depending on what type of team you're playing. He can have a real great size advantage if he can operate out there, and obviously he can after that great catch too. So now, after a fumble on a toss, they go back to the toss with Freddie Gavin on the right side of the field rather than the left.
Gavin
And
really difficult to bring down.
Able to bring it to the 11-yard line. So after the catch by Wolfgang, it was the drop toss, and then this toss to the right. So they're in a interesting spot here. It looks like 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Going I formation with the 2 tight ends, wing right. Play action to Gibbon. Rildewski rolls right. 2 crowded in the end zone. Throws it through the back. Smart play there rather than trying to force it with a lot of Dracut defenders. So they will go for it on 4th and goal from the 11-yard line, lining up in double slot formation, given the single back in shotgun. Motion to the right side of the
Rildewski
field. And he
throws
hits
the ball
to
between-
looks like Max Wolfgang.
between 2 receivers, and once again, Wolfgang goes up above the defense and wrestles the ball away. Those are just dominating plays by North Andover. So
another extremely long drive for only 29 yards because they started off with a 5-yard penalty, took 3 plays to get a 1st down, and then they had the fumble as well. That was at least a 7-play drive for 29 yards in the score, capping it off with an 11-yard touchdown pass to Wolfgang. Really impressive ability to convert on 3rd and 4th downs throughout the game. That's the difference. It's there hasn't been a lot of huge plays by North Andover, but they've come up with a timely catch or run every time they needed it.
Rildewski has not played much before today. The first game he played a quarter or 2, but I don't think he played much at all last year. And so it looks like to me, for someone who hasn't a lot of on-field experience, he's exhibiting a lot of poise.
I think he's and it was interesting to see how that was going to play out because they started off with a lot of running plays, and now they've really opened it up a little bit more in that 3rd drive. So as Dracut has increase the number of players in the box, North Andover's been able to rely on the young quarterback. He made a couple great throws there. The fade pass to Max Wolfgang on the left side, and then also the slant there for the touchdown. And the play before, even on third down, he was rolling out to the right side, had two receivers in the end zone, and threw it through the back of the end zone. And rather than trying to force a play, able to give the team an opportunity to go for it on fourth down. So I would say very composed in that situation, leaving the pocket.
Exactly. Exactly.
Promising for North Andover.
And kudos to Coach Dubzinski. You know, his family is old school football. Run the ball, run the ball, and run the ball. And 2 years ago, he said to me, you know, the way I approach football is, what's a forward pass?
It's interesting to see how many more teams throw the ball as much as they do now. But I think for high school football, you want to be able to establish the running game, and you know, they're asking the quarterback to make some big throws here, so it's good to see the mix.
Well, Dracut's offense is based on the athletic ability of their quarterback. So let's see what they can do to respond now.
The double wing.
Calls his own number.
QB sweep. He's able to turn the corner. And as you said it, Ray, JC Santiago showing some quick feet there, able to get to the corner. And that was about a 20-yard 20-yard carry to bring it into North Andover territory for the first time this game.
Yep. So it looks like the Dracut coach, who's probably been playing conservative offense, he finds himself now, they've got to show what the cards they would have liked to hold.
Sean McGuire in motion to the left side of the field. Santiago looks the other way to the tight end.
A nice hookup. Good timing up with his receiver.
Yeah, so it looks like Dracut comes out pretty much in the spread offense on every play.
Yeah, and they tend to rotate the 3 or 4 backs and 3 or 4 receivers. And so most of their offensive players are interchangeable, except for the quarterback.
Santiago with the shotgun snap gives the inside draw to number 24, Lucas. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his last name.
Ibarguen, maybe. Gwen, who knows? Ibarguen. Lucas Ibarguen. He's a captain, and he's a senior. An important player on the team. Number 57, also an important player, is down for Dracut. He's a two-way player. Plays left tackle on offense, and he's an end on defense. So Ibergren with the offensive play there. Unfortunately, Grant Kucheradi, who's a tackle and a defensive end, he's also a senior. He's down. Looks like might be a knee or an ankle. He's getting a little bit better on it now. Can't put weight on it, but at least he's getting some flexibility. Helped off the field. Good sized, promising player for Dracut. Hopefully he'll be back. We don't have their weights or their heights on this.
He looks like one of the definitely the bigger players on the team.
Yes, yeah. So having him out is a disadvantage. Some underclassmen will be in here now. 24.
Going back to the draw to
Ibar.
Lucas.
Lucas. Going back to Lucas.
Excellent play.
Ibar.
Lucas I. Very, very good play. The with that spread offense and continuing to run the sweeps, by the quarterback and the slot players and passing it, it opens up the opportunity to get big plays up the middle.
Yeah.
As they've been able to take advantage of. So
Good.
Dracut getting into the rhythm for the first time.
Yeah, and North Andover spread out their tackles and ends.
So this will be an important drive for
Yes.
Dracut as
And for the game.
yes, as they're down 21-0, they do have the opportunity here now with 2nd and 8 from the 18 to score, and then also get the ball back in the start of the second half. So
Time is rolling by here. Oh,
Santiago with the drop. Receiver runs a 10-yard hitch for the first down.
so the offense is moving the ball here. Third and 1, they're just outside the 10.
They continue to stay in the 4 wide, even towards the goal line.
Yeah, they want to spread out those secondary defenders as much as possible, take advantage of the quarterback's speed and Ibar's speed. Here's the quarterback now, hoping for, tried to fake the handoff, but the deceptive move was not there. It's fairly transparent. Nobody was fooled.
It looks like he lost only one. Good effort to dive forward and keep it close. Critical play coming up here for Dracut.
It's a beautiful sunny Friday afternoon here in North Andover. The fall colors are not at a peak yet, but they probably will be next week. We had a very high wind storm yesterday.
Dracut 4 wide, runs motion left. Santiago ends up rolling out right, passing it.
Great defense by North Andover. Probably a linebacker, I might think. Came in to tip the ball.
I think that was number 22, Jake Walensky, doing it on both sides of the ball.
Well, Jake has grown. He's put some weight on since the beginning of the year. Listed here at 5'11", 180 as a junior. Linebacker. Plays some split end, but playing more linebacker. North Andover had a lot of graduates last year. They want to bring some players into the game. So speaking of bring some players in, here's Jake Bowman.
And I'm back. Hope you missed me.
We did, Jake. We
Aw, thank you.
absolutely did.
Appreciate it.
I guess while you were out, that was the one drive that Dracut had been able to put together. They started off with the ball after a touchback all 3 times, but this time they were able to bring the ball all the way down to, the 10-yard line. But North Andover with the stop. What are your impressions of the game so far, Jake?
I think the Knights are doing a great job on defense, keeping Dracut back. And just as good, the offense, to get all 21 of those points up there.
Oh, so Dracut actually with the ended up getting the first down there after the broken up play by Walensky. It must have been.
Oh, that was a first down.
Pass interference or. Well, anyways, now they're going in with. They have 10. So it is 2nd and goal from the 10 still with Dracut ball. It was a fumble by North Andover. We missed that play.
with the snap. Oh, quarterback run. Dracut, and he is stopped, bringing him down.
Almost got in there. Yeah, it looked like wasn't a designed
Yeah,
running play, but
right in the end zone.
yeah, it looked like a broken play. Couldn't find any receivers. And Santiago went for the goal, but
Yeah, that was definitely not planned, but good job by Dracut.
good improv.
Get some yardage.
Now they've put together a really excellent drive. Or continued drive after the, of course, North Andover fumble, which gave them the opportunity. We'll see how the Scarlet Knights hold up here, defending the goal.
Oh, and he's coming
Shotgun
out.
snap.
Short throw and touchdown, Dracut.
It looked like on the snap, the quarterback had dropped the ball. He picked it up and was able to still make the touchdown pass while scrambling to the right.
Are they going for 2? Oh, they are going for 2.
Slot, both sides of the field.
Out of bounds.
JC Santiago couldn't find anyone, scrambled right. Yep, and got knocked out of bounds before the goal line.
So they decided not to go for getting some extra points.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. I mean, if you get it there, obviously it looks great, but it really depends on confidence in your quarterback and how you can weigh that out between the likelihood of getting an extra point as well. But that makes a difference in the end of the game. Those, the 2-point conversions and the extra points. Even just looking at their schedule last week, it was they beat Chelmsford 22-20.
Yep.
And it comes down to those plays. So
yeah, those
big
short little
stop.
plays. This whole game might be made out of those short plays. And Dracut with the kickoff to the Scarlet Knights.
Short kick.
And who is that?
Ricky
Number
Brutus, his hands. He takes it to the right.
Oh, and he is going
Breaks a
down the
tackle.
field, down the
Cut
field.
back.
Tries to get
Breaking another
loose,
tackle.
and they take him down.
Wow, what a play. He caught the ball after a difficult bounce. Broke off to the right. Broke a tackle, made a cut. And carried a defender about 5 yards.
That was Ricky Brutus.
Yeah, bringing the ball to the...
Great job by Ricky Brutus.
The Dracut 46. So now this is the third consecutive, there was that one drive on the fumble. But yeah, this is the third drive where North Andover is unable to get the ball starting off in Dracut territory. So now they're lined up in a new formation, shotgun with 2 backs. And they run a sweep to the left side to Freddie Gibbon.
Oh.
Able to get 8 yards.
Taken down at the, where is he? Timeout, North Andover.
They'll mark it at the 38. So good play for about 7 yards, but not able to get out of bounds. And it'll be critical to see how they manage the clock here with now 2 timeouts left going in from the 38. It's they've done a tremendous job on offense, but it's all been extremely long drives. It'll be exciting to see what they do with the 2-minute offense here. I would assume that looking to try to score again, Max Wolfgang will be a target. And of course they've got, a lot of weapons in the backfield as well, so. Wolfgang lights up at tight end with a wing off him. 2 backs in shotgun. It's a sweep right this time, similar type action as last play to Freddie Gibbon, and he does an excellent job of picking up yards, the first down, and just as importantly, getting out of bounds, saving them the timeout. First and 10 from the 34-yard line.
And the snap, hands off to Freddie Gabin, taken down at the 20. Yep, Freddie Gabin taken down at the 20.
Freddie Gabin with 3 straight carries after starting off the game with a bunch of carries as well. And a 4th straight carry. He's able to cut it up the middle, cut back.
And
touchdown.
touchdown for the Scarlet Knights. Brings it to 27-6. Scarlet Knights are in the lead.
Freddie Gabin with a highlight run.
And they got the extra point. So that is 28-6. Scarlet Knights taking this game.
Really impressive first couple drives in terms of getting a ton of yards and using up the clock. The third drive was a lot of deep passing plays, and this drive, when they had just a little over a minute left, able to stick to their normal offense, run the ball, use the timeout, get out of bounds on a play, and allow Freddie Gabin to make a big play. So scoring slowly and quickly in a lot of different ways for North Andover.
Yeah, Freddie Gabin and Ricky Brutus have really been big parts of this Scarlet Knights offense. And kickoff to Dracut.
Deep kick. It looks like he dropped a knee on the catch.
It's just going to be at the 20?
No, it looked like he dropped a knee on the catch inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, so way back in their own territory.
At the 9-yard line, Dracut with the ball. Lining up in shotgun formation. Trips to the wide side of the field right. J.C. Santiago rolls right in his own end zone.
And pushed out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds.
A little scuffle over there.
Dracut not content being down 22 going into the half, and rather than kneeing the football and playing it safe,
they're going to risk it.
It'll be a scenario where North Andover may have an opportunity to get the ball back if they use their timeouts. We'll see how it plays out. Dracut again lined up in shotgun formation in the shadows of their own goalpost. They throw
Number 10.
Number 10. It was
And he's taken back. Very little time here on the clock.
he wasn't able to get out of bounds.
Clock is running down.
Important to be able to get out of bounds on that outplay. North Andover tackling him before the sideline, which looks like it'll make it so that this is the last play. Dracut chooses to not snap the ball and bring into the locker rooms for half. North Andover with the lead, 28-6.
Coach Dubzinski must be very happy with the team. Everything they did worked. Dracut has a brand new coach this year. Jordan Murphy is the head coach. And you could see he opened up his game once North Andover began to score. And as you said, with less than a minute to go, he did not take a knee. He wanted to try to make some offense. So I think that's good for his players that he wants to fight.
Yeah, and it's not a scenario where it looks like a lopsided matchup. North Andover just seems to be playing better at the right times, making the right plays. Dracut was able to move the ball in that one drive, but North Andover's have been able to get too good a field position and just been able to capitalize. They've had touchdown drives of, in order, 72 yards to start the game, but after that, 46 yards, 29 yards, and then 46 yards again. So 3 touchdown drives, all from within
they controlled
Dracut's territory.
They controlled the ball. They controlled the clock. They controlled the field. The offensive coordinator, the head coach, Dubzinski, this is his style. He comes from a football family. He'd rather grind it out than throw a long pass. And that's good. And at this level, it's excellent because there's a lot to be learned in doing that.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, if you can run ISO, they're doing a lot of ISO, they're doing a lot of toss, they're doing a lot of that underneath handoff on the fake toss, and then, you know, through play action, they're going a little bit deeper. It's a good balance. And you know, they've got the right players in the right positions from both running backs and the fullback.
And we have the right players in the right position. My name is Ray Ahern. Neil Crehan is with me. And coming in on broadcast, Jake Bowman, Sam Murray has been down on the field, and the guys on the roof are Nick and Nate. So we got a very good professional crew here today, and hope you're enjoying the game. And we look forward now for the band and the second half.
highlights,
Oh, beautiful. Headed in, and that's a goal!
scores, and more.
I personally think it's going really well.
That's what you'll find on Scarlet Knight Sports Scene, a bi-weekly look at North Andover High School athletics presented by Cam Sports. Tune in to Cam Ed Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 and Fridays and Sundays at noon, or watch the show on YouTube. You'll see what's happening with the Scarlet Knights. We'll show you the big games, the major highlights, and the people that make North Andover High School sports oh so special. Cam Sports volunteers and high school parents go to the games and bring the action and the stories back to you. I'm Sam Murray. Join me for highlights, scores, and more on Scarlet Knight Sports Scene presented by Cam Sports. Watch it Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 and Fridays and Sundays at noon on Cam Ed, Channel 99 on Comcast Xfinity and Channel 28 on Verizon Fios. Or check it out on our YouTube channel.
All right, you are watching Friday Night Football on Cam Ed, the educational access service of North Andover Cam. You can keep up with the town school system anytime. Watch Cam Ed on Comcast Channel 99 or Verizon Channel 28, or online either on our YouTube channel or on our website at www.northandovercam.org.
North Andover Cam can use volunteers to help us with the recordings of school sporting events and other activities.
If you'd like to participate, visit our studio at 70 Main Street, Suite 202, or you can give us a call at 978-687-6570.
Yeah, once again, the phone number for North Andover Cam in downtown North Andover at 70 Main Street is 978-687-6570. And the site is, if you want to communicate or look at our activities, northandovercam.org. That's the site. We're happy now to have the offensive coordinator, a coach who does the quarterbacks coach, the wide receiver coach, and is also the coach of our championship baseball team. I thought that Radulski, for a person who hadn't been out there a lot, showed an amazing amount of poise and seemed to not be phased at all.
Yeah, no, he's a really hard worker, and his teammates have faith in him, and he's a great leader. So I think all those things combined, happy for him. He had a great half.
He certainly did. I saw him in a previous game, and he has a very short delivery, and he threw the ball to a receiver who went down and stopped. But he threw the ball to the inside shoulder, taking him away from the defender, as well as making the pass. He was leading him to where he would need to be in the future, which showed me a lot about just that one play, about his understanding. So I think he's a good talent. It's good to have him.
Yeah, no, it's great having two, starting caliber quarterbacks, especially, Shim goes down and Radman steps in and does a great job.
That's great. Now, your memories of the baseball season and the way it ended, did you have any reflections on that you can call back at the moment?
I slept well all summer. It was a great ending.
We would love to have you overdub the championship game, maybe with your brother or something. It would be wonderful to do that. Sit in the studio sometime in the future.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, I got to get up there, but thank you.
Another one of our broadcasters, Neil Crehan, used to be the Hingham quarterback years ago. So years ago. It's great that you came in. Thanks.
Back here, kick off the second half. North Andover versus Dracut. North Andover kicks deep. Dracut able to get out to the 29-yard line. Starting off with some of the best field position they've had all game, other than the one fumble in North Andover's, right about the North Andover 10, which ultimately led to a touchdown. So we'll see if Dracut can put together a longer drive for a score, as they're down 28-6 to start the second half.
Dracut has a talent and they have a good football team. They beat Chelmsford by an impressive score, and North Andover just managed to close out Chelmsford.
Dracut's offense just hasn't had the opportunity to be on the field with the, a 4 and out and then a 3 and out on the first couple drives. But the last few opportunities they've had, they've been starting to put together a better series of plays. Sticking with the double wing motion. Left. Mitchell Cripps catches the ball. On a drag across the middle for 5 yards. Dracut picking up the pace on offense at 3rd and 5 with 3 receivers on the wide side of the field. Left. Santiago rolls left. Can't find much. Looking to pass. Looking to run, and runs out of real estate. Number 22, Jake Walensky, running down Santiago. He's been everywhere on defense, breaking up balls on passes, chasing the quarterback, and making some big hits in the middle of the field.
We're in the third quarter. North Andover 28, Dracut 6. And the quarterback is on the ground for Dracut. J.C. Santiago is in some distress. So we just had a shot of him here.
Hopefully Santiago's all right after getting injured on that play.
Yes. So, Dracut, the ball's on the 34. It's 4th and 6.
They'll be lining up the punt, giving the ball back to North Andover early in the second half.
It's a nice punt.
Good
Taken in.
And that was number 6.
Jaden Mencia. Jaden's a 5'9", 165-pound senior. Christian Ortega was out there on that kick return.
Yeah.
And Walensky, who until now has been playing tight end, is now out as a wide receiver, which is Freddie Gavin.
Wow.
That is a typical Gavin move. Last year he was doing that once a game. He's stopped, he's into a crouch, he's sliding between tacklers, and he breaks away. He has done that to go 70 yards for a touchdown 5 or 6 times last year.
It reminded me of the touchdown they had in the first half where he had that spin move near the end zone. It just looks like plays about over and he doesn't give up on it. And turns out
he's very determined.
now they fake to him and go with a
Radulski with the ball. Only 3 yards gain. So coming to the sideline with an injury to his hand is Tim Ionerone, a co-captain. Tim's 6 feet 205, a senior, and he's in some pain. It looks like he may need just a few moments on the sideline. Radulski over to see the coach for a play. It was good to have Coach Doolin, the baseball coach, and receivers coach and now this year the quarterback coach as well. Done a good job with these young quarterbacks.
Freddie Gavin on ISO.
Gavin never is down. When he's down, he's still not down.
He didn't think he went down.
Yeah, you know, last year he did score a touchdown against his team, Dracut, in Dracut, where everyone in the stadium thought he was down. He was, I think he had his hand on the ground and his knees were bent. He was as close to the ground as you could be and still be not tackled.
He's had an impressive game, and another great play by Gavin. He got hit hard at the line of scrimmage, was able to slip the carry, break it to the right side, just short of the first down, but good effort to get it to 4th and 1 now.
And that play against Dracut last year was like 65 yards. And the defensive backs were chasing him. They couldn't believe it.
4th and 1 lining up in double slots. Draw up the middle to Gavin. And as he has all game, competing hard to get the extra yards, giving North Andover a first down. Ball now on the 27-yard line.
They had probably the best team they've had in years last year. And at the beginning of the year, he was not even a starter. I don't think he started the game until the 3rd or 4th game of the year, and only due to an injury.
I was impressed.
Matt Chico, a co-captain, catching the ball, good hands. And Mike Defoe, another co-captain, coming in now. Mike is a fullback in the I formation, so let's see what they're going to do here. Wolfgang is not out wide. He's in a tight end split.
Lined up with 2 tight ends. Play action the right side. And the wide receiver catches a down and out.
Matt Chico, a co-captain. So they use Defoe to run interference for the rolling Radulski quarterback, who finds a Chico on a down and out, who's dragged out of bounds by the defender. And North Andover just in control of the action here.
Looks like just a dive play to Defoe. Not much of a gain on 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
He is tough to bring down. He's wide. There he comes now. He's coming out. Bring in perhaps another receiver.
Yep, that's what it looks like. They are now 4 wide with Wolfgang at the far end of the field. Looks like one-on-one coverage. But they're going to go with the draw up the middle to Freddie Gavin. And he's able to cross the goal line for his 2nd touchdown. North Andover's 5th.
Impressive. So this is an important game for North Andover because you're pointing towards the end of the first half of the season and the beginning after next week. And they'll play Bill Ricker next week, always a good team, good competition. And then they'll have the rest of the regular schedule set up by MIAA on the basis of playoffs and records of teams to date.
And what is the playoff format for?
I don't think I completely understand it. you have to have a certain amount of league play, and then they take the overall class and they match you against other teams in a group, and the teams with the better record get a home field advantage, and out of that comes a champion to go to Foxborough to compete against the other divisions. Well, actually, they compete in the final round, if you will, of the playoffs before the Foxborough. Foxborough is the Super Bowl when you've defeated. There are 4 quadrants in the state, so you have to beat another opponent.
Impressive.
His kickoffs, I don't remember him just being consistently this good with driving the ball into the end zone.
I think that's his at least third or fourth touchback.
Yeah, it's very good.
Coach has got to be happy with that.
Last year we had an all-state wide receiver who kicked field goals and extra points and kickoffs. He did everything. Gabe D'Souza. And he was 6'1", very talented. His brother's a professional soccer player, and he's very good at soccer as well, but football was D'Souza's sport. So there's a substitute quarterback in for Dracut.
Sophomore Jacob Pine plays quarterback and linebacker, number 12. He's getting action for Dracut now in the third quarter. First play ends up being a carry by Lucas or a loss of 2. Dracut lining up with 4 wide again. 3-step drop. Jacob Pine looked for a receiver on a crossing route. Max Wolfgang was able to jump up and
that was a great block.
He's a big target to try to have to throw over at 6'4", and then he was able to get his arms up. Good play by Wolfgang. Lining up with 3 receivers on the.
Oh, catches it with one hand.
Yeah, it looks like what was a bubble screen ended up being I believe a lateral, so a running play, which ended up being another loss of yards for Dracut. Not moving in the right direction, bringing up 4th and about 18.
Yeah, in their own territory too. That is not where you want to be.
North Andover return men waiting upon midfield for the punt. Oh, what looks like
high
could
kick.
have been a block. Potentially roughing the punter penalty.
That's going to be against North Andover.
That'll be North Andover giving Dracut a second chance here after a frustrating drive.
Dracut's going to start on the 29-yard line. Yep.
Going with 4 wide with 3 receivers on the wide side of the field. Slot receiver in motion, bringing to 2 receivers on both sides.
Oh,
Short
Number
pass.
10 gets pushed back to, that's going to be the 25-yard line.
So able to complete the pass, but for only a couple yards. At this point in the game, North Andover is happy with that. Other than a one 20-yard carry by J.C. Santiago, there haven't been many big plays led up by North Andover's defense. So impressive outing from them. And again,
Throw number 13. Oh, taken right
for-
down. Number 7, which is Sean Nicholas.
Yep. So again, another completed pass, but minimal damage. Only about 4 yards, bringing it to 3rd and 3.
Yeah, the Scarlet Knights defense is really doing a great job this game.
Dracut lined up 4 wide, 2 receivers on both sides.
3rd down. With the snap. Oh, throws it just far.
Can't find anyone. Bringing up 4th down. And with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, on 4th and 3, it'll be interesting if they'll go for it, or they'll bring out the punting unit.
Smart move. They can't afford to get the ball on their own side to have the Scarlet Knights in their territory.
Yeah, that would be
Especially because they only have 6 right now. Number 1 with the punt
this time.
down the field.
North Andover does not pressure the kicker or go for any type of pressure, and they do not return it either as the ball just rolls out to
The 30-yard line.
their 30-yard line.
One minute 53 left in the 3rd quarter.
So North Andover moving towards more shotgun formations in the second half of the first half, and to start the 3rd.
Oh!
Motion action. Ricky Brutus with the outside sweep.
He got a little shaken up there. Number 5, Freddie Gavin. That was a hard hit. Is that the 35? "39-yard line."
North Andover again with double slot receivers, 1 back, Freddie Brutus in the backfield. Motion with a short pass to number 17, Matt Chico. Now with his at least 3rd reception of the second half, so using Matt Chico more and more in this game. So we've seen a lot of different weapons from North Andover, both running backs, their tight end, and now their wide receivers in the second half. Lining up again with double slots. Brutus in the backfield, motion to Chico, and Max Wolfgame on a seam route gets past the defense.
And Radulski just laid it out there for him.
Great job. The
Radulski looking like a pro here. A lot of poise, as I said before.
with seems that Max Wolfgang is the favorite target, and I don't blame him. He's brought down some great catches, and right there, a good catch and run.
He he has the height. He has a future. The scouts will be looking at him. This is the first year he started.
So he's only a junior.
Yeah.
So that's promising. He's impressed me so far. He's had really 3 great catches, a touchdown on that 3rd and long. He had a fade on the far side of the field, and now that seam.
Yes.
And it's the play calling is putting them in a scenario where Dracut isn't exactly sure what's going to happen. They started off with a lot of running plays, and then the play action proved to be successful. And just on that one drive, they had that short, quick pass to Matt Chico, and then they faked it the next play, and that's what opened up that big play for Max Wolfgang. So North Andover offense really operating on all cylinders now.
Although one of those cylinders, Freddie Gavin, took quite a hard tackle to the back, which really shook him up. So I would be surprised if he came back in. We're up 35-6. 12 minutes to go in the game. The 4th quarter approaching here, and so. We got a lot left for Gavin. There's a snap was a little high and to the left, which blew the timing on the play.
Now North Andover back to the I formation. Tight end, flanker, and a wing back to the right side, where they'll throw a toss to Brutus, and he breaks a tackle, second tackle, and they don't bring him down. They can only push him out of bounds.
So he looked as good as Gavin on that play. He is a talent. Defoe coming in with Radulski with the play. So you'd think I formation on this.
Yep, it looks like they're going to line up with power I with the power back lined up over the right guard, and it's
Brutus again.
Brutus again.
Heads up over the left guard and tackle. Had a nice big hole there. They cleaned out that area.
And 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
So that's the first timeout for Dracut in this half with about 11 to go in the game. It's now about 6 o'clock. The sun is down at the horizon, and it's a remarkably nice day. Hardly a cloud in the sky, though the ceiling isn't really high. So Jack O'Connell, the young talented 6-foot sophomore, is throwing the ball on the sidelines here. We'll see what transpires with that. Sean Nichols coming over to talk with him, one of the co-captains, and catching for him. DeAndre King, a young talented sophomore, also in on that exercise. And I missed a play here.
Ricky Brutus refusing to go down, carrying a couple defenders. But all behind the line of scrimmage, as there's no opening. Loss of about 2 yards. Oh, rather, no, I missed the spot. That was about a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, their ball spot will be on the 3.
Lining up in I formation.
Now they've changed it. They say the ball is on the 1, and he's easily in. Brutus with the score. So everyone's racking up some stats here today and some performances. There's a lot of good football on film here. Next week, North Andover will be here again Friday afternoon or early evening and taking on Bill Ricker, I believe. And then we'll go into the second part of the season. Some new scheduling. And so let's bring Jake Bowman back for a third time here.
What a great game. Some people leaving the stands. All the Dracut fans.
The really impressive outing by North Andover.
Yeah. They've really gotten their defense together this game, and what we were talking about, Dracut, they played a game, and by 2, they were down by 2.
I think it was no, against Chelmsford. Dracut beat Chelmsford by a lot. North Andover only beat them by 2 last week, so
yeah, for that's a big step up.
yeah. You know, anything can happen in a high school football game, but I think North Andover is definitely heading in the right direction now, bringing them back to 500, I believe, 3-3-1 after starting off 1-3-1. So
yep,
good couple of weeks for them, and really impressive win tonight.
Yeah, they've been working really
Shouldn't
hard
say
this
that
year.
just yet. Still
Yeah.
8 minutes left in the game, but
Dracut could come with some Patriots energy and come back in the 7 minutes. North Andover also scored 41 against Lowell. As also an update. And Dracut with the snap, handoff to, I believe that is number 1. Number 24, way off. And he is down at the 30-yard line.
so Dracut now moving to no huddle, hurry up offense. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, handoff to Lucas.
Oh, and he's going down the field, pushed out of bounds into North Andover sidelines.
So able to get out of bounds, save some clock, and pick up some decent yardage there.
And number 24 taken down at the 45-yard line on North Andover territory.
3 straight carries for Lucas. I begin.
Yeah, Dracut's really pushing this in the last 4 minutes of the game.
So again, the same formation.
Handoff, number
same
24
play.
again. He's stuck in the back there. Pulls it forward,
Wow,
and
amazing
oh,
effort.
he is going down. North Andover cannot catch up with him. Number 24 for Dracut going down, and
Wow.
was he inside?
45-yard touchdown by Lucas.
Wow. That
In
was a very impressive touchdown.
In a tough night for Dracut offense, that it will be the absolute highlight. He ran out of places to go a couple different times, cut back, broke a tackle. Ultimately reversed the field, going to the right side and outrunning the defense.
He
just
tricked
barely
out
to the pylon.
that North Andover. That was a very impressive touchdown. Are they going for 2 points or?
Yep, looks like they're going to go for 2. It ends up being shotgun snap.
Oh, and he's running quarterback. And is that another touchdown?
It looks like they
It looked like he was inside. And that's brings it up to 14.
Yep, looks like there was defensive holding on the play, but that will be declined. Dracut will take the 2 points and kick off with about 4 minutes left to go.
Impressive. If nothing else, Dracut can be happy about that play. The clock is still running. With almost 2 minutes left in this game. Here at Joe Walsh Stadium.
Dracut with a kickoff, and they'll kick it. A low squib kick, difficult to handle. Ultimately picked up by Matt Chico. Able to make a move and get out to the 37-yard line.
Is that Jack Ross who got the ball?
That was Matt Chico.
Matt Chico.
He's had several good catches in the second half, and also contributing on special teams. Number 19, Jack O'Connell, sophomore, will take over at quarterback. And double slot.
Oh, taken down. At the 30-yard line in their own territory.
Handoff to A.J. Lawrence. So 2nd and 13.
One minute left in this game. 2 minutes left in this game.
North Andover double slot. Motion to the right side of the field. Short pass. Nowhere to go for number
taken
2.
down.
DeAndre King and the sophomore with his first reception of the night.
Clock is still running.
4 wide, 3 to the wide side of the left side of the field. O'Connell takes the direct snap, and it's a quarterback sweep to the left.
Oh, push back.
And
1 minute left in this game.
Not able to get outside the end, and North Andover will bring out its punting team.
All right.
Or will they?
All right, this is Jake Bowman signing off.
Ray Ahern back on the mic with Neil, Crehan, and Jake Bowman. The clock is just running, and it looks like the officials are calling the game. I want to thank our professional crew here today, as well as Bill Robert, Sam Murray, and on the roof, Nick Kissel and Nate Wilmot. So it was our pleasure to bring you the game. A great score for North Andover, and we even got to see the young protege Jack O'Connell play a little quarterback. More to be seen on that front. The officials are shaking hands with some of the coaches. They enjoyed the opportunity. And we will look forward to seeing you next week. The final score here at Joe Walsh Stadium in North Andover on a beautiful Friday night at 6 p.m. is Dracut 14 and North Andover scoring 41 points to win this game and even their record on the year. Go Knights!